What's up? Welcome back, Enchanters, to another complete collection of Disney Traditions, Jim Shore, Mickey and Friends, Occupations. Oh, such an unconventional video, right? This has not been requested, but I'm about to kill a ton of birds with one stone. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Jean-Pierre Bonjovi, and I'm a content creator here on YouTube. And it means the world when y'all subscribe below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that bell to get notified every time I bring content to you every Monday and Thursday on this channel. We do a little bit of everything, not just Disney. And I'm in the process of moving. I'm literally like 3 more videos away, and I've already, if you haven't already noticed, if some of y'all, my fellow enchanters who've been following us for quite some time already on this channel, a lot of my showcases are starting to get depleted because stuff is going away already in boxes. So I have 2 more, this one and Winnie the Pooh, and I'm done with filming with all my videos. I'm super excited. I'm so excited. And again, y'all are watching this in the new year. I filmed this in December. But let's go ahead and let's dive in. And I want to start off with one of the first pieces that were released in this series. So just a disclaimer today, we're doing everything that's Mickey and Friends in a various occupation. Now, granted, if it's holiday or if I've discussed them before, like the patriotic ones, we're not doing those because I have a video that I've already filmed for that's airing later in July. So stay tuned. That one has already been filmed. So if it's patriotic, I'm not doing. But if it's anything having to do with like a theme, like graduation or an occupation or student or a sport or like a theme, it's here. It's going to be here on this video. On this video. So let's go ahead and start off with the very first piece in this series, and it is called Homegrown. And this piece was released in 2006. As you zoom in on the details, it is Mickey and Minnie. It is that famous portrait. I forget what the name of the portrait is. I know someone is going to comment right now, so comment below, of the farmer, husband and wife. And you have Mickey and Minnie in front of their farmhouse. He has this like rake, this stake, and he also has this mixed media glasses on. As you zoom in on all those beautiful details, the base is absolutely gorgeous. This is OG Jim Shore, so the aesthetic is very different and very detailed, and the color story is absolutely gorgeous. From the plaid detailing in his overalls and her apron, the color story. She's that mulberry color. He's that bright, like Tinkerbell, bright green. It is just absolutely stunning, this piece. When it first came out, it retailed for only like $40. Insane. A piece like this now would cost like $80. I don't know what it goes for in the secondary market. I honestly, it's not a piece that I've been like looking into or trying to pay close attention to see what the value is. But if you own it, comment below. If it's your first time seeing it, comment below as well. Following that, there was a list of occupational pieces that came out. First, we'll do these 2, and they were part of the that's weird. This series is part of it's called Caring is Contagious, and it is Nurse Minnie and Dr. Mickey, and this one is called The Doctor is In. And they are sold separately, but they are to be paired. Again, vintage pieces, as you can see. Look at the scale on them. They're so much larger than some of the new pieces that are a lot smaller in scale. Let's start off with Mickey. I love this base on Mickey. I love the tiling of the floor. He's on a wooden floor as well. It says the doctor is in. And there he is in his medical jacket. It says Dr. M. Mouse. He has this what is it called? A stethoscope? I forget what you call that. And he also has his clipboard, and it says "Get well soon," which is adorable. The color story on him is amazing. a telescope. What is that freaking called? Ugh. And I can never say, oh, let me go look at my phone because my phone's recording the video. And I love the detailing on his ears. He's amazing. These pieces each launched for a little, I think they were $40 each. And then we have Minnie. And I have to say, I love her more, but I love his base more. And I wish her base would have been cohesive to his because they are a set. Her base has these florals, which I get it. It's Minnie's aesthetic, but meh. It's a beautiful base. Don't get me wrong, but I wish they would have made these bases a little bit more unison. She's also on a wooden floor as well, but it's a lot brighter versus his is a lot more green. She looks super cute with her red heels, but I love her a lot more than I do him when it comes to the actual aesthetic. I love her nurse outfit and the rose molding details on the side. She's holding a bouquet of flowers to give to, looks like a patient. And then she also has her little nurse hat. Now, a little fun fact about this piece is that there are two versions to this piece. This one right here has her with her, this is the original one. It has a medical sign, a little medical cross above. And then the second edition was released with, instead of the medical sign above on the nurse hat, it's actually a Mickey ear. It's a hidden Mickey logo emblem on top of the hat. So there are two versions to this piece. She looks absolutely stunning. This piece is absolutely, both of them are freaking gorge. They're such amazing pieces. I don't know what they go for now in the second market either. I will say for the majority of these pieces, almost like 65% of this collection, I really don't know what it goes for in the secondary market. And a lot of these pieces, these I've owned since I started collecting, but most of these pieces I ended up acquiring like at the very end of last year in 2020. In 2020, I ended up acquiring because I just didn't care for them, but I wanted to complete the collection and I knew I was missing them. So, and most of them were relatively still easy to come across. After that, he had this professions piece, all the professions piece. So this was Mickey and Friends under professions. And so the first one is called Protect and Serve. And it is a police officer / like crossing guard, but I would say he is, yeah, it's a police officer. And it does say protect and serve. I love the base. It's a beautiful base, the floral base with the brick flooring. And then here he is. He looks absolutely beautiful. It's this navy police outfit, and you have the little police emblem on the top of his hat as well. He has a whistle in his hand, which looks so incredibly detailed. It's a beautiful piece. Again, all these pieces retail for $40. I don't know what they go for now, and all these pieces were released in 2006. Following this Mickey, we had a Minnie, and Minnie is, the name of this piece is Bright Future, and the center does say Bright Future. What I loved about his pieces, his older pieces, is the bases were a lot chunkier, and the name of the piece would go many times in the center as well, which I thought was so beautiful. We don't see that anymore. Here we have this beautiful, beautiful pastel banana rose mauling base with Bright Future in that bright red color, the mulberry purple hue on the ground of the base, and then as you can see, her dress is that of like a school farm. So there's a school which kind of looks like it's out somewhere in the Midwest with this American flag. And again, it's very iconic to Jim's Americana nostalgia, which he incorporates in so much of these pieces. And then she has like this chalkboard in her hand. It says 1 + 2 = 3, and then she has a beautiful ruler. You come up, there she is, with a little floral wire mixed media detailing there. She looks super duper cute, and it's a much older take on like a teacher from the 70s, right? 60s. Super duper cutie. Now, what I really wish with this piece is I wish we would have gotten a Goofy, but we didn't. We got another Mickey, which is a disappointment. Either this one or the police officer should have been a Mickey. And this one is called Special Delivery. And it is Mickey yet again. And he is a postman. And it says special delivery. I love the base, the green, the yellow, and the green rose mulling details with the green tile floor. He's also wearing blue again, so you can confuse this a lot with the officer piece. I do love the bag, the satchel that says mail in it with all the letters and the mail on his hand as well. I do think it's a cute detail, and I love that you could see the recipient to and from. Even though it's scribbled with the stamp, I think that detailing is amazing. He's also wearing like this raincoat inspired Postman outfit. Super duper cutie. Again, all these pieces retailed for $40 when they were launched in 2006. And the last piece of this collection is this piece. And it's Donald, yay! And this one is called Ever Willing, Ever Ready. As you zoom in on these details, it is a fireman Donald Duck. And again, it says Ever Willing, Ever Ready right on the base. I love this muted rose mulling detailed base with these light colors, the little mint green and gray flooring. Here we have what you could see is the hydro pump, the pump, and the hose is wrapping around this piece from the front down to the back of the base, which I really love this detailing coming back, and then he's holding the hose. His outfit looks incredible. I love the blue hint here on the back of his little butt. He looks adorable. His hat looks amazing. It says DD Donald Duck. I love this hat. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. His jacket looks amazing. He's my favorite of all these pieces. He's my absolute favorite. The color story is absolutely beautiful. And there you have it. Following this piece, we're just going to go ahead and continue with this side over here. And while we're talking about firemen, let's go with this one. And this one right here is called To the Rescue. Now, this one did come out around 2017, this piece, 2016. And it is a Mickey as a fireman. He has the axe in one hand and he's holding the hose in the other. And I love that the hose comes out of the base with this little hidden Mickey hat as well. Super duper cutie. This piece originally launched for only $40. And it has gone up drastically in the secondary value market. This piece now goes for anywhere around $125 to $150. It's become a little challenging to own. They did not make many of this piece. It wasn't a very popular release of this piece, and that's why it's become a little challenging to come across. Comment below if you own it. Of all the pieces we're discussing today, it's one of the most difficult to come across. The other piece is this piece. It's the last fireman set, and this is the personality pose, Hero of Our Hearts, Goofy. And this piece right here is a personality pose Goofy, and it's one of the rarest personality poses to come across. As you can see, Goofy's entangled with the hose, and there's water dripping from the hose. And you have water all over this piece. It's so freaking adorbs. He looks amazing. This piece is quite rare to come across. It is a challenging personality pose, and it goes for a little over $100 in the secondary market. Maybe more, I'm not sure, but it is very challenging to come across. It never got a second reprint, and it was very short, and it did have a very short run to it at the same time. Following that piece, we're going to do this piece, and they are a set. Now, they are sold separately. And it's Chef Mickey and Assistant Minnie. Minnie is called Sugar Spice and Everything Nice. And Mickey is called Bon Appetit. They are super duper 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 cutie. We're going to start with Minnie. She is super darling. Here she is in her little apron. That pink bright magenta bow and those heels, those chunky heels of hers. She's iconic. She has her glove mittens on. And she has a... what is a like a baking like a baking sheet tray with muffins, and they all have this frosting with sprinkles, so it has this encrusted glitter, which is super duper cutie. These pieces each retailed for $45 when they launched, $45-$50. She now goes for about $85. She's almost doubled in value, while he has nearly quadrupled in value. He's much rarer to come across. He was short printed, and there was a very short run of these pieces ever made. And the Chef Mickey here, as you can see, has his pots, his pans, his baking dishes, his spatula in one hand. He looks super duper cutie. And he now goes for a little over $185 to $200, $175, and if you're lucky, maybe $150. But I've seen him most recently sell for about like $175 on the secondary market. He's become more challenging to come across, and there's a new one coming out. There's a new Chef Mickey coming out. If you can't afford this one or get this one, there's a new one coming out, and that one I am personally already taking pre-orders on it. You can go check my video; it's the featured video. Go check that out because it is launching this year in 2022. When, I don't know, but I do know that it's launching soon. All right. Following that piece, we have these three. I'm going to put them all three together, and this is called Bugle Boy. And it's this like 1950s version of Mickey, Minnie, and Daisy all singing. This one's called Sweet Harmony, and it's Minnie. And then lastly, this one, which is the rarest of them all, is called Swinging Melody, and it is Daisy. So let's go ahead and start with Minnie. She's super duper cutie. First off, let's have a moment for that bass. Look how beautiful that bass is with the red and white polka dots. So iconic to Minnie. She's holding her vintage microphone and she is singing. She has this patriotic, 50s inspired, almost like sailor outfit. Super sailor performance outfit. Super, super, super adorable. If you look at Mickey's bass, his is the red and white with the diamonds. It's super duper cute, and he's playing the trumpet. He looks adorable as well. Look how, oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Oh, by the way, all these pieces retailed for $45 when they each launch. And then lastly, we have Daisy, which is the rarest of the three. You had to buy this like in a set. You would get like 2 Mickeys, 2 Minnies, and 1 Daisy in the set. And she's the rarest of them all. And here she is, also with the microphone being all sassy. And her bass has the rose molding detailing in all red and white. Super duper cutie. Now, these pieces, the Mickey and the Minnie, you can still find for under $65. They're quite affordable, but Daisy goes for about $125 to $150 now in the secondary market. She is a lot rarer to come across. Following that, no, we have you there for a reason. We'll keep you there. This is another one that's going to be one of the more expensive pieces in this series, and this one is called Refuse to Lose, and it is Hockey Mickey. So here we have Mickey as a hockey player. As you zoom in on the details, I love the M. I love his skates. All the detailing, the padding, the mittens, everything looks iconic. The bass is a quite masculine bass as well with the color story. This piece is incredibly difficult to come across. Just like the Fireman, it retails for about $150 now to $175 in the secondary market. When it first came out, it was about a $50 piece. And I'm not sure if it was exclusive only to Canada. Typically, this piece, whenever sold, it comes from Canada. I did get it from Canada. I bought it off of eBay from someone selling it from Canada, but it was very short in its run, and I feel like it was almost like a limited edition or limited release piece. I've never seen it in a store here in the States, so I'm almost confident it is a Canada exclusive. I love him, and I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just my speculation. It's absolutely a freaking adorbs piece, and again, if you have someone in your family who does play hockey, it's a kick-ass piece to gift. So there you have it. It's the only hockey piece we've ever gotten. Sweet. Following that piece, the next pieces we have here are these. There's 4 of them, and they came out around different times. So I'm just going to talk about all 4 of them because I don't know which one came out first. This one's called Tennis Anyone, and this one is called Hole in One. This one is called Goal, and this one is called Batter Up. So all these pieces retail for about $45 each, and many of these you can still find for that price point. Some of these have become a little bit more difficult, but you're going to pay anywhere from $45 to about $75 for these pieces. Do not pay more than $75. There's no need to. They're still quite common. Let's start with the most common one, which is that golfing Mickey. He is super duper cutie. Look how freaking adorable he looks in his golfing shoes. How his little tushy is puckered up as he's getting ready to putt. The golf t-shirt and the hat, it's just freaking adorbs. You can still find him for under $50, $55. Then we have this right here, which is the soccer Minnie, which she is so freaking cute. That base is adorbs. And here she is in her little pink soccer attire, and she's in motion. So what I love about this piece is she's getting ready to kick that ball, and that soccer ball looks amazing. I love the dimensions of that soccer ball. It looks so freaking stellar. Of all these pieces, it's my favorite one, followed by the golf one. Then we have this one, which I think is the rarest of them all. And not that it's rare, it just unfortunately comes damaged. I actually ordered 3 of these, and the first 2 all came damaged, and finally the third one wasn't damaged. And this one is this baseball Mickey. And typically this hand comes off when you purchase him, so that's why it's become a little bit more challenging to come across. There he is with the bat, his little baseball cleats, and his baseball hat. It's an adorable piece, and then he has the baseball in his hand. And lastly, we have Tennis Minnie. She looks adorable with the tennis ball in her hand, the racket over her shoulder, and her tennis-inspired ensemble. So there you have it. And we're almost done with this whole side. Following these pieces, we have another one. This is a small personality pose, and it is called Best Coach. And it is Donald Duck as a coach. And when this piece was released, he also released a few other miniature personality poses, and I'm just going to go ahead and talk about those while we're in it. He made this Mickey, and this one is called Officially Friendly, and Officer Friendly, and it's a police officer Mickey. He also released this teacher, and this is a top of the class Minnie. And then the other piece that was released in this series was the Goofy, the firefighter Goofy that you saw earlier as well. So all 4 of them were released at the same time. They're part of the same series, and they become a little challenging to come across. Minnie is a little easier to come across. And originally they all retail for $28, $26, and now they all go for over $60 to $100. I don't quite know the price on them, but they have gone up. And many times you can potentially still find these pieces at a local shop, like gift shop that still may carry them, that, you know, they never sold them. So you might get lucky and just pay MSRP price. But it's very rare that that's the case, because a lot of scalpers will visit these shops and outbuy them at retail to resell them at triple or quadruple the price point. So it's also become challenging as well. And there you have it. Donald's adorable as a little coach. Then you have Mickey is the second time you see him as a police officer, and then Minnie as a teacher. Following that, we have this piece, and this one is called the Band Concert. And it's part of the Mickey Throughout the Year series. I've shown you Fantasia Mickey. I've shown you in the Fantasia video. You've seen that one. Then there's this one where he's an Orchestra Mickey, and again, it's called the Band Concert. We also have this one as Mickey as a cowboy, and it's called Roundup Mickey. And then we also have him in the traditional Mickey, which is, you know what, we'll do it while we're at it because we're right here, right? And I have literally the piece right here. I was not going to feature this piece in this video, and I will eventually do it with a Mickey and Friends video, but why not? Because it's right here. This is the 5th piece to the collection. So there's 5 of them in total, and all 5 of them were part of the Mickey Throughout the Years. And the other Mickey, is right up there. It's that one right there. And you've seen that, the Steamboat Mickey. And the Fantasia Mickey as well, which I actually have right there too. So I could get them all for you, but we're not going to do that because you have to go watch those videos if you want to see which ones I'm referring to. So all 5 of these each retail for $45 when they launch. They have gone up drastically. I still believe you can purchase these three, or at least like two of these three, on fantasiescometrue.com. And again, they are going up in value. There are some of them I'm seeing for as close as $85 to $100. So they have been going up in value. So the Mickey is a traditional modern Mickey. I love, my favorite of them all is the Cowboy Mickey. He is so freaking adorbs, so freaking adorable. And then the band concert orchestra Mickey, which he looks amazing with this mixed media metal thingamajig that he's orchestrating with, and he's above on a pedestal. Super duper cutie. And there you have it. They also made an ornament set to this series. And I've never shown you that because every time I always forget to freaking pull that ornament set out. But when we do a Christmas ornament collection, I'll definitely show that one. Next we have this piece, and it's Farmer Mickey and Minnie. And these have been going up in price. This is called Fresh from the Farm. And this one is called Country Life. And it is Mickey and Minnie out on the farm. So here we have Mickey with these Macintosh apple basket. It is just super duper cutie with his little overalls. He's a little bit more pricier than she is. These originally launched for $55. They now go for like $85 to, they're going up to about $100. So be mindful of that. Minnie is a little bit more common to come across. I believe Fantasies Come True still sells her. They may still have this Mickey, but I don't think so. I think I bought him, I had to buy him off of like the secondary market on eBay. And here you have little chickadees on her hand and by her shoes, as she's enjoying the sun and just enjoying herself. She looks amazing in her denim dress. The hat, the straw hat they're both wearing is freaking adorbs. Such a cute piece. I love this collection. These were one of the last two pieces I also purchased in my collection last year. I honestly didn't even know they existed. And they were released around 2018. Following that, we have these. And it's Back to School Mickey and Minnie, and this one's called Top of the Class. While this one is called Easter Learn. And here we have both Mickey and Minnie, and they're marching their way back to first day of school. And he has this purple notebook with his backpack, and she has this green notebook with her backpack. They're a lot more muted in their color story, but I also love that she's wearing something different we haven't seen before. What's weird about her is she looks like she has no neck, which is a little odd. It's one of my least favorite minis ever made. She looks really odd in this piece. But yeah. There you have it. These pieces also launched each for about like $40, and they're still around the same price. Don't go paying more than that. Following that, we have this one, which is a holiday piece that came out. It's called Mickey Mouse. And now I'm not sure if it's a holiday piece, but it came out around the holiday season, I remember, but I don't think it's a holiday piece. And it's a Conductor Mickey. He is so freaking adorable. He's so cute. And so in this Conductor Mickey piece, you have this train, and it does move. So it does move, which is pretty cool. The wheels do move. And what was cool about this piece is it had a hook and eye for you to attach future pieces, but they never made future pieces to this train set. It was just the front of the train Mickey, which is a little disappointing. I wish we would have gotten more of the Mickey and Friends collection. I would love to see Pete in it. The cow, I forget her name. I would have loved to have seen Donald and Goofy and Pluto and Daisy and Minnie as well. But we only ever got him. It's an adorable piece. Now when this piece launched, it was about $80, and it now goes for a lot more than that. Not too much. I still believe you can find this for under $200, $225, but it is a beautiful piece. The intricacy on this piece is amazing, 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 amazing. There's so much detail to this piece. It is absolutely stunning, 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 stunning. And there you have it. Following this piece, he made a Mickey in a car. And it is very heavy. It's the heaviest piece in this entire collection. And it's called Snow Shelter. Why it's called Snow Shelter, I have no idea. If you know the reference, tell me, because it's definitely not a winter piece. But here we do. Here we have in this like motor derby inspired Mickey on this race car with the little Mickey hidden emblem on the wheels and on the front. He has this scarf that's going out in the wind, and he is just he's all into it. It's an adorable, adorable piece. It is very heavy. That base weighs a lot. Um, and when this piece first launched, it was about $50. It was launched in 2014. I remember that vividly. And it also has become quite challenging to come across in the secondary market. What it retails for, I personally do not know. But there you have it. So heavy. And these are more modern, these three pieces. And this one is called Mickey Takes the Lead. And it's Mickey and his little derby race car. Then we have Donald, called Road Rage, which is so evident. And I have terrible road rage. And Donald is my absolute favorite Disney Mickey and Friends character. And then we have Goofy, which is the rarest of the three. And this is called Life in the Slow Lane. And here you have all three. Now these each retailed for $40 when they launch. Mickey and Donald are quite common to come across, Mickey being the most common. He goes for about maybe $55, $60 now in the secondary market. Donald being the second most common, he goes for about $65 to $75 in the secondary market. And then Goofy being the rarest of the three, and Goofy retails for over $100. $125. They made lesser Goofies than they did of the others. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love like this just the bases on this, like the electric bass on Mickey's, the fire bass on Donald's, and then he's just relaxed, and then he has this little mixed media thread here. He's also a little bigger than the others. And I think that's why he's also a little bit more rare. They made fewer of him than they did the other two. And there's a lot more craftsmanship involved in Donald and Goofy's piece than the other two. And there you have it. Following this is the last little conductor type looking piece is this one. And this is part of the ages 1 through 9 train collection. And it's the first piece of the 10 pieces in the series, and it is the Conductor Mickey. So it's Conductor Mickey, and here he is with his little choo-choo train, and he is leading the pack. This piece retailed for about $45 when it first launched, and now it goes for about $85 to $100 on the secondary market. It has the hook. It has the hook on the back where you're gonna hook pieces number 1 through 9, which are 9 other pieces. You've seen me do them throughout all my videos. And yeah, it's Winnie, Tigger, Dopey, Lucky from 101 Dalmatians, Dumbo, Bambi, Jiminy Cricket, Simba, and Chip and Dale. And there you have it. And they all each connect. The next one is this one, and this is more like this one's called Biking Sweethearts, and it's more like of a theme, but I added it to this. I don't think it's a profession, but they are bikers, and you have Mickey and Minnie in their biker attire, which is super duper cutie. I love the little bicycle image on the bottom of the base. It's super duper cutie. This piece retailed for about $50 when it first launched. It's still quite easy to come across. Don't go paying more than $85 for it, maybe. It's super duper adorable, but it's such a niche piece. Like if you know someone who's part of like a biker gang, this is something you'd want to gift to them. It's an adorable piece, or like me, if you have to have every piece in the collection, you're gonna own this one too. Following that, we have Graduation Mickey and Minnie. This one is called You Did It, and it's Graduating Mickey. And this one is called Congrats Grad, and it's Graduation Minnie. They're still quite common to come across. These pieces originally retailed for $45 each. They now go for almost $100, $125 each. Sometimes you can find them for like $75 or $85 as well in the secondary market. So it's the medium. You're going to pay anywhere from like $80 to $125 for them. And some of these you could still find in shops. Now, these pieces did launch in about 2015-ish, so they're not that impossible to come across either. They're in their gray cap and gown. He has more of a like a grayer pink rose molding detail to them, and she has more of a blue rose molding detail. Their hats look amazing with their diplomas in their hand. The bases look incredible as well. And again, these are incredible, incredible pieces. Great to gift to a future grad. We also have this graduation piece, which is a lot more common, and it came out more recently, and this one is called Congrats. And it's graduating Mickey. And here he is, with his cap and gown, his diploma in his hand. He is celebrating and jumping as if he's like on the stage getting his diploma. And his tassel has fallen off of his hat. It's on the floor, which I really like that detail. It's really, really cute. This piece launched for $45. Don't pay more than $55 for it. It's still quite common to come across. And it's called, and it says Congrats right at the base, which is something we haven't seen him do often in regards since he started this series back in 2006. Following this piece, we have a few other professions piece, and we have Minnie in a few professions, and this one is called Tender Loving Care, while this one is called Special Delivery, and it's Minnie as a post lady. So let's go ahead and see her here. She is here as a post lady. These pieces retail for $45 when they first launched. I don't know what she goes for right now, the post lady. I really don't know. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's under $75. She's super cutie with that base with the florals. There she's holding her satchel with her mail, and in her other hand she has that bulk mail. Super duper cutie. And then here we have Minnie as a veterinarian. And she has Figaro in her hand. So Figaro from Pinocchio. And for some reason she's also been known to have Figaro as her own personal pet. This is the second time we see Figaro and Minnie together. We've seen the first one in my Halloween video on top of the witch with the pumpkin patch, on top of the pumpkin, both the witch Minnie with Figaro on her broomstick. And then here we have them again. I do love the mixed media on Figaro with his whiskers. He looks super duper 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 cutie. And there you have it. Following that, we have Sailor, Mickey, and Minnie. These came out last year. Well, 2 years ago, sorry. These came out in 2020, fall of 2020. It's called Sassy Sailor, which is Minnie. And this one is called Snazzy Sailor, Mickey. And here they are. You've seen this before, these two before on my channel. I love them. They each retail for $35. And they're marching. She's dancing. He looks like he's marching. And they're super duper cutie. Great for like someone who's in the Naval Academy, in the Marines. It is such a beautiful piece. It's that vintage inspired feel to it. They look adorable and they look incredible as a set as well. And there you have it. Don't pay more than $35 for these. They're still easy to come across on the secondary market. We also have two other personality poses, and this one is called Stay Well, Mickey as a nurse. I love this. And then we have Minnie as a doctor, which is, this one is called To Your Health. And here we have them. They are a set, also part of the Personality Pose series. They came out at the same time this series did. They also have gone quite up in value. I think they're more expensive than the original Mickey and Minnie. I think these are close, a little under $100 for both of these, and they originally launched for $24, $26. So you have Minnie here with her stethoscope. What is it called? Well, she has that. And then she has her little light above her head. I do love that she has her nurse jacket, her doctor's jacket over her ensemble. And then you have Mickey here as a nurse, which he looks so sexy as well. He has his little his clipboard in one hand, and he also has his light and his stethoscope. What is? I know I'm saying it wrong. A stethoscope. I'm literally. It's gonna bug me the whole video, and like I really hope y'all come for me in the commentary and give me the correct enunciation and spelling of the word. And there you have both of those. And the last two pieces in this series You can also go ahead. I go as far as saying that I didn't add them in here. Is the Mickey and Minnie? They're the Walt Disney World exclusive park exclusives, which is the Conductor Mickey and Minnie. They were part of the exclusives. You can say that they're also part of this theme if you want to add those as well, but I didn't add them to the video because I've also already boxed those. Last two pieces are these two, and this one's called Class Act, and it is a teacher, Professor Mickey, and then this one is called also Class Act. It's the first time we get the same piece with the same name. They're both called Class Act, and it's a Teacher Minnie. So we'll start with the Teacher Minnie, which is my favorite of the two. She has this massive chalkboard. I love this base, the wooden flooring. I love the color story on her as well. And then she has the mixed media little cursor that she's using to point at the board, which is this metal mixed media thing. And again, it's this 1 + 2 = 3. Quite basic math, but it's the second time we see him do that. I wonder what's the nod to that. And then we have Mickey here, because she also did it here, right here. It says 1 + 2 = 3. And then here we have Mickey holding an apple in his hand and a book. And the base is super duper cutie. I love this one. Says 5 + 2 = 7 with the ruler and the multiplication and addition and subtraction sign. It's super cute, and I love his vest. It's so freaking amazing. Both of these pieces each launched for 50. He was 40, she was like 55 or something, 45 or 55. And they relatively can find them a little both under $75 still. So don't go paying more than that. She's a little bit more pricier because she is a larger piece as well. And that right there completes the complete Mickey and Friends Occupations collection. Now, I made up this video and called it the Occupations because they're all themed out of something. And so they're either wearing something, or ideally these are pieces that you give to someone who is graduating. These are pieces that you give to someone who's part of the Navy. These are pieces that you would give to someone who's a musician. These are pieces that you would give to a teacher, a daily essential worker, etc. Graduation, like a trophy, a derby type thing. So that's why, or back to school. And that's why I create this video, because this is more of a themed collection that's a little bit more unconventional that you would give as a gift, right? And surprisingly, as popular as these may not be for avid collectors, they are some of the most top-selling pieces in the market, and they're more produced because there is a lot more people who are willing to purchase these pieces who are maybe not a fan but looking for a themed gift, and these statues may resonate. That's why they're all quite small in stature as well, and so affordable in price point. They're quick, easy giftables. And so I wanted to create this video because it's a lot of like the unsung hero pieces. You don't hear about them as much, and for those who are looking to collect every piece, you definitely may want some insight, right? So that's why I created this. Before I let you go, again, a reminder, it means the world when you subscribe. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get notified. I will be back here this Thursday with more content, and every Monday and Thursday, so get used to it. We are so close. If by now, by the time you've seen this video, maybe we've already hit our 1,000 subscriber mark, so thank you so much. And once we do, we have that giveaway we're also doing. So thank you again. It means the world to have you all here, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye.